Hi guys, welcome back to Tech with Ria. I hope you all are doing well. So, in our previous video into this SAP automation series with Tosca, we have seen how we install, how we download and install the SAP GUI software into our machine. And we have also seen a brief introduction about the standard modules that are provided by Tricentis Tosca and how we log on and log in into our SAP GUI using the credentials provided by Tricentis itself. So अगर आप में से किसी ने वो वाला वीडियो नहीं देखा होगा सो नो वरीज मैं उसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में ऐड कर दूंगी सो दैट आप इजीली वहाँ पर जा करके वो देख सकते हो. So in this video, we will be seeing like brief introduction about the SAP GUI interface. So in GUI के जो main page में जो भी सारे sections होंगे उनको हम briefly समझेंगे कि what is what करके. And I will also show you the most frequently used T-codes. T-codes matlab these are nothing but transaction codes that we use in order to navigate to different sections or fields of SAP. So I know ये सुनने में थोड़ा अजीब या confusing लग रहा होगा, but it is very simple and this video is going to be very short video. तो हम बहुत डिटेल में नहीं जाएंगे. We'll just briefly see what is SAP interface all about. Okay, so that I will be showing you one by one through these standard modules provided by Tosca. Okay. So for that, first we will be opening our SAP logon. So उसके लिए you just come to your search bar and you type SAP logon here and then it will launch your logon window. Okay, so as soon as you log on, you will see your IDS extern name over here. You can simply double click or you can just click and click on logon here. Either of these will work. तो इसको हम डबल क्लिक कर लेंगे एंड देन यहाँ पे ये सब कुछ सेम रहेगा. यू जस्ट नीड टू प्रोवाइड योर यूजर नेम एंड द पासवर्ड जो आपने दिया था वो आपको यहाँ पर प्रोवाइड करना है. सो लेट मी जस्ट गिव माय यूजर नेम हियर. You need to remember your username, guys. So try not to forget that. You can always pin it in your clipboard. And yeah, I think this is the one. And your password. जो भी आपने पासवर्ड दिया था वो. एंड वंस यू एंटर योर डिटेल्स यहाँ ऊपर एक ग्रीन चेक होगा, राइट? यू क्लिक ऑन दैट एंड यू विल बी inside your SAP user menu. Okay, so this is how your main interface looks like as soon as you log in into your SAP GUI. So यहाँ पर you can see the top here. This is called the menu bar. The menu, edit, favorites, extra, system, help, all these. So menu has like user menu, SAP menu, business workspace. So few of these you won't be having access to them क्योंकि ये ऑफिशियल क्रेडेंशियल्स नहीं है SAP के. सो फॉर दैट यू विल नीड टू हैव ऑफिशियल SAP क्रेडेंशियल्स जो आपको कंपनी के थ्रू प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे इन योर what do you call in your real-time projects. This is just a demo use. See, as you can see here, SAP demo system. So इसमें सब कुछ enabled नहीं होगा. Only few things for your practice purpose. It will be enabled over here. So in the menu, right now we are in the user menu. We also have something called like SAP menu. In these you can see different modules like we have seen previously, like SAP like financial may we use, logistics, accounting, HR, IS tools, sales, everything. All these modules may it will be showing here and each of them will have different functionalities like pulling messages, sending and all related to that particular module. You can find out here, like if you open your HR, so it will show all the payroll related, time management, training and all those details. And user details is one where we will be working like creating our sales order, delivery and checking your order, inbound delivery, outbound delivery, all these things. Okay, so next comes edit. This will have again execute window and all that. Then favorites, if you have any of your favorites, you can add from here. And then extras, it is some like starting your transaction, the technical details and all that. And then system, you can open a new GUI window, like another window of something like this will be opened, closing the current one, or if there are any extras, that one. And then different user profiles, different services, like whatever you have in the queue, first entry, batch input, all that. Then utilities, all these, then list, all these things will be here. Log off, status, short message, all these things. And help is just for understanding purpose if you're stuck anywhere. Okay. So this top panel will be called as your SAP menu. And the same module we have already given by, we have been given by Tosca itself. As you can see, SAP menu. So this just now we saw, right? This is SAP menu. So whenever जब कभी भी आपको इसके related कोई automation करना है, तो you can simply make use of that module and you can navigate to different sections of this. Then we have this toolbar. So this particular thing here, this green check mark. So whenever you enter anything, you click on this, it is just like an OK. When you hover on this, it says enter. Okay. So this particular panel is called your toolbar. So it will be consisting of all these things like save, going back. This is not enabled now. Once you open anything, it will be enabled, like going back, closing that transaction, logging off from the window, and then print screen, find next, then navigating to different pages like first, second, up, next, and last page. Next, new GUI window, again whatever we saw over here, right? In systems, new GUI window, this is the shortcut for that, like new GUI window, and generates any shortcuts if you need. And this is again help, and this is the customer local layout. We don't really use that. Mostly we use this save, back, log off, and then this one, closing the transaction mostly. And this search bar over here is the one where you will be writing all your T-codes. That means your transaction codes, whatever you need, you will be writing here, which could be any T-code that is needed for your transaction. Now, we also have a standard module already provided by Tricentis Tosca for this toolbar, which can be uh, seen here. If you see SAP toolbar. Now we have another thing called SAP sub toolbar, which is right below that, but that's not currently showing here. Sometimes when you are working inside any of these sections, right, there will be another toolbar showing up that can be called as a sub toolbar. So for that also we have a separate module provided for us. Now this thing that you are seeing here, all these things, right, these details like display, these, this is a tree. Okay, so we have a SAP menu tree. So even that we have a module for that, SAP tree view. Okay, so tree view in the sense you can simply use this tree view and navigate to whatever you want through from this uh, this thing. What do you call this module? Okay, and then we have other two modules for us like SAP login and logon. We have seen like logon in the sense this particular one where you have double click. We can also automate that by using this. And login, jo where we gave our user ID and password, right? Even that, for that also we have a module provided by Tosca. So you can simply use this, provide your credentials and automate that as well. Context menu is another thing that we have a module for which you can delete item, and this will you can see in different transactions. And then we have multiple logon. Suppose you have logged in multiple times, then sometimes you face this error, like you have already logged in. If you want to continue, you can close that previous one like that. So for that also we have a module created. So you don't have to separately go and work upon that. Whenever you face that, you can simply use this module and go ahead with your automation. Okay. Then status bar is something like once you are creating any of your sales order, an order ID will be generated, right? Not just order ID, but anything, any status will be shown here at the bottom left side. If you see here, bottom left side, our source status will be shown for whatever task you are doing, if it is failed or if it is passed or whatever it is. So for that, in order to like fetch that and work upon that, we have this module provided by Tosca, SAP status bar. Okay. And then we have a few other two modules like emulated table tree. If there are any tables, we can see the tree. That means again subtrees, trees like that. So all those things we can use the modules, these standard these are very much handy, and trust me, you will be using this almost 99.9%, almost 100% times, because login, log on, everything. So these you will be using inside your test cases whenever you're designing any. Okay. Now let us quickly. So this was all about the brief introduction of your main menu that looks. Okay, if we haven't checked this one, this is nothing. It's just a shortcut to this menu. Like we have seen user menu, SAP menu, business workspace, and refresh, right? So this is the same thing. Right now we are in, this is your user menu. Just a second. I think it has logged out us. So if you are not working on it, it will log you out automatically. Okay, this was the username. Okay, enter this. And see, we just got that error because previous session was not correctly logged out, right? So we got this. So you can select either of these three, like continue with this and any other logons in system. Continue with this without ending any other. So you can end the previous one and you will give a click. So for this also we have a module created over here, right? अच्छा हुआ ये this happened so that I could show you how it is working in real time. Now we are inside our interface, and this one we were seeing, right? This one is the user menu which we are currently on. Again, once you come here, the same modules that we saw, right? Those will be shown up. This is for your business workspace, but you don't really have access for this because we are on demo system. These are the favorites. If you have added any of your modules or any such functionalities inside favorites, it will show. And you can edit the favorites and all. You don't have them enabled right now. So this is the shortcut for this menu bar over here. We don't have any module for this, but you can always create one if in need, if you are requiring it. Okay, now let me show you how you log off from your GUI. Okay, so there are two ways that you can log off. One is this, you see this yellow color icon over here. When you hover on this, यहाँ पे लिखा आएगा log off, and there is a shortcut for the shift F3. Okay, so you can use this one. Once you click, it will ask you to log off. And another way is that when you come into the systems over here at the menu bar, there is a log off button here, and if you click on log off, it will do the same. So I will just show you by clicking on this, and see, unsaved data will be lost. So you want to log off. So once you give a yes here, this will be logged off. And how you can close your SAP logon, you can simply click on this left panel hamburger over here, and you can click on close. There is a shortcut Alt F4. So this will also do the same. So this is how you can close your SAP software from your system. Okay. Now let me just show you what are the main mostly frequently used T-codes inside our for each different modules we have frequently used T-codes. Okay. Okay, I will provide this data with you. I have another data which is in more simple terms. So these are few of the list of 40 most used SAP T-codes in our automation process we use. And this is for each module. Okay, like F is for finance, M is for material management, and V is for again sales. Okay, like that we have different T codes. You don't always need to remember all these. You will be like having a documentation for that. But basic ones it's good to remember. Like if you want to create a sales order, we will be using VA01, and if you want to check that, we will be using VA02, like change the sales order, and few basic things that are like 99% of the times used. It's better to remember them instead of going and searching them frequently. Okay, so I will be providing this link with you for you to see them and understand what is their usage and description and everything. And you see there are different numbers at the end like 01, 02, and 03. So 01 is always used to create, and 02 is to amend or make any changes, and 03 is to view and display your changes. Okay, so as you can see in few of your codes, you have a 02 at the end, 01, again 01, then all these things. So based on that 1, 2, 3, we have these functionalities provided for each. And then comes the alphabets. That alphabets that you could see. F is for finance, FB is for finance, shared finance. Okay, M is for material management, MB is for goods receipt. So all these letters have their own meanings that you can read through here. Purchasing, if you want to check any, you will be using ME. Material master is MM, and then invoice verification MR. This one will be mostly used when you're creating any sales like V, sales and distribution. VA is for sales orders, VF is for billings, and then these two. So all these details are very much helpful for you. So I will give the link for this so you can read out them and understand their usage and everything. Okay. So I have also listed out a few T codes for separately for each module. So I will also provide these in the description for you to see. Okay. Like sales के लिए we use this, and then VL01 to create a delivery, then create billing documents. Then for materials we use this to create again, as I said, 01, 02, 03 has each meaning for them. And then we have a purchase order, goods movement, and all these transactions. I will provide them in the description so you can store them in your anywhere in your system, or you can note them down and use. Although, but few frequently used ones, it is very good if you remember them for your interview point of view, because they might ask you few transactions, like they might ask you anything like how you navigate to, purchase order, like displaying a purchase order, how can you do that? So if you remember them, then it's good, but you can always, while working on real time, you can always make use of the documentation. It's not necessary to remember everything. So yeah, guys, this was all about a brief introduction about the GUI interface, SAP GUI interface, and the modules that we have inside our Tricentis Tosca, and the T codes that we use frequently. So don't worry, I will provide all the details in the video itself. And in the next video, we will see how we work on these modules. We will try to scan and, create a sales order, and then use different functionalities of Tosca like verifying and buffering and all that. So we will see that in our next video. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Try to practice, like try to navigate to this SAP GUI and see different functionalities by then. So you try to make yourself, familiar with the interface by checking it out. And yeah, stay tuned for the further videos. If this video was helpful, then please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any doubts or questions, you can always reach out to me via commenting on this video, or you can also reach out to the email address provided on my channel about info. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Bye bye, take care.